I was homeless for a period of between 15 and 17 years. That's why, after that length of time, you no longer think that anything's going to happen, because nothing happened. Nothing has happened in 17 years to change your situation. You just don't think about it. You don't think it would ever happen. In 1990, I had my own apartment, and I was working as a courier with a moped. And with a moped, I could make a good income. And I had 3 of them stolen within a period of a year or so. And I had to go back to doing it on a bicycle. I just made 1/3 of the income that I was able to make when I was on a motorized vehicle. But it still was not enough money to get a security deposit in the first month's rent. And then I lost my courier job because I was just doing it on bicycles. And then I just ended up totally on the street with no money. It was just like one bad thing after another. Every time I found a decent place, someone else would come and take it, and I would get pushed out. They would bring food, and they would leave the food, and they would leave styrofoam containers, and then rats would show up. So it wasn't like I was only homeless. It was like I was homeless and I was being hounded. There's nothing you can do but take it. It just got to the point where I couldn't walk without an enormous amount of pain. I sat on that park bench for a year. I spent some very cold winters. When it gets down to like 11 degrees, it takes you a whole day to be indoors to warm up again. I figured I'd be homeless forever. I didn't think this would happen. I feel safe here in the center. It's quiet, it's immaculately clean and well run. I had been briefly in other shelters, but nothing compares to PathForward.
When Mr. Oliver came into PathForward, he was in a lot of pain due to his back, so he was unable to walk. His biggest need was medical resources, which our nurse practitioner, Akasha, was able to help him get started on, and now he has appointments scheduled for surgery. But what he didn't think was possible on top of the medical services was receiving income again and getting connected to other resources in the community that could help him become stable and independent again.
I was able to get cortisone shots for the herniated disc, which allowed me to be able to use crutches instead of being in this chair all the time. There's breakfast and there's lunch and there's dinner, and the food is very good. I've pretty much been doing 2 or 3 meals a day. It keeps me from having to search for food and scrounge for food like I did for so many years.
I believe PathForward has done a lot to help restore Mr. Oliver's dignity. Not being able to provide for yourself and not being able to have a proper place to sleep, to shower, to brush your teeth, to shave. By regaining all of those things by coming into the PathForward shelter, he's able to feel human again. We are on the path for housing for Mr. Oliver. We are working to get him his own apartment. When he first came into shelter, he told me he didn't think that would be possible here because it's too expensive. But with the resources, help from the county, and the help here at PathForward, we plan to get him into his own unit, and at the same time, hopefully these surgeries will help with his back pain so that he can walk again and not have to experience that daily pain which he's currently experiencing.
I was thinking that it was the end, because I was at the stage of being outdoors for so long. I had no feeling in my legs and my feet. I couldn't walk around, so it was pretty much, it would have been the end. My goal for next year is to be able to walk around on my own without pain, without an enormous amount of pain, and without, crutches and canes and chairs and stuff. It seems possible. It seems very possible now, where not long ago it was an impossibility. I didn't know what was going to happen. PathForward has absolutely saved my life. Absolutely.